I've been loving the make your own curriculum trend where people are basically like making syllabi for themselves. And I wanted to hop on the trend, but from like a different angle. And so I decided to make a curriculum for tech bros, Silicon Valley founders, particularly like the big five or six. And I am coming at it from the angle of like when they go before Congress or whatever, and they're able to like have plausible deniability about what their platforms allow or don't allow. And so I'm like, if they had this, like if this was required reading or viewing, they couldn't deny it anymore. I would say I'm giving a pretty light course load, but the first course would be economic justice, and the required reading for this course would be The Invisible Doctrine, which talks about neoliberalism, which is an economic theory or model that relies on competition, and just talking about the history and how our everyday lives and companies and technology are also just kind of exacerbating neoliberalism. The second course would be English, particularly focused on science fiction. I found that art and media are tools for me to kind of think about the best and worst case scenarios of the things that we're creating and more. And so I feel like this is why I put it in there. And the required reading would honestly be anything by Octavia Butler because the pattern recognition, the historical references, the futuristic foretelling, it's unmatched. And then the second required reading would be Dream Hotel by Leila Lalami. Such a good book. It's a dystopian take on algorithms, data surveillance, and so much more. Must read. Last course would be sociology. I'd make required media be Coded Bias, a documentary about the racial bias in facial recognition software. And the last two things would be books and readings on racial capitalism and platform capitalism. Racial capitalism because it talks about how racism is a key part of capitalism's longevity. And last but not least, platform capitalism, which is talking about the newer model we're seeing with companies that are being deployed now, like the Ubers and Netflixes, who are basically like offering a marketplace or being an intermediary for services to be held. So they don't have to have all the tools, they just have to have the platform in order for services to be distributed. So like Uber, they don't have taxis or cars, but they got people who had the taxis and cars and then they offered those services. This was a fun little exercise, but truthfully, this is the media that I've engaged with to kind of think more about technology and society and the interactions of it. So let me know if you'd add anything else to this list. But that's it.